You are now listening to DJ Impossible, the most anticipated show of your week.
That's true.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Keep It a Buck Podcast. What's going on, good people? This is your host with the most, Phillipe the Sniper Santiago. And as always, sitting across from me is your boy E.
The bad guy.
What's going on, my boy?
What's up, man?
Episode 11.
Man, I'm excited. I'm ready for it.
Yes, sir. Keep It a Buck Podcast, episode 11. So, before we get into anything,
Okay.
I need to address it.
Address it, please.
Okay, so, as you know, my name now is Phillipe the Sniper Santiago.
Okay.
Which means that DJ Impossible is no longer.
Okay.
So that's what that little tribute was in the front. So if anyone wants to talk to me, put hashtag Phillipe, hashtag Santiago the Sniper, whatever, but DJ Impossible no more. Now that that's out of the way.
What about Juan?
You can still call me Juan.
Okay.
That could be my middle name.
Okay.
So yeah.
All right, cool.
Okay, so
Moving on.
Technological advancements. We touched on it last podcast because I had a friend of mine ask for us to talk about it.
Okay.
So I did some digging on some stuff, and I found some stuff that I knew already, but some stuff that I had no idea what they were talking about. But it was an article about 10 breakthrough technologies that we should be either we are using already or should be using to the best of our ability within the next 3 to 5 years or so. So, and a lot of this is like stuff that people have asked Bill Gates. Like, how will we invent the future?
Okay.
And I gotta tell you, it's kind of scary, some of this stuff. Like, the first thing that was on this list that I saw was robot dexterity.
Okay, what is that?
So, it says why it matters. It says, if robots could learn to deal with the messiness of the real world, they could do more tasks. And they said its availability is between the next 3 to 5 years.
I agree.
That sounds like the Terminator to me.
And scary.
Or Skynet. Like, that's what that sounds like.
Yeah.
Like, the reasons why they haven't taken over is because they can't deal with things that aren't perfect.
Right.
Good. Like, what? I think that's kind of scary to think about. And the fact that it's 3 to 5 years out is even scarier. Talking about 20 by no later than 2025. It's going to be like, okay, robots are doing everything now. Like, we think robots are doing everything. No, they're actually going to be doing everything.
Wow. That's something to think about right there.
Yeah, that's very eye-opening is the phrase I was looking for. But another thing that I saw was new wave nuclear power. As in, like, arc reactors and nuclear fission and nuclear fusion being used for alternative ways of power instead of solely electricity. So I was like, okay, young Tony Stark's out here. I kind of like that because, you know, cleaner energy, but, well, I say cleaner, but it's nuclear, so it's not really cleaner. It's going to make the world even more dangerous.
It's funny, man, how technology is just like, it's way beyond.
Oh, yeah. Way beyond anything we could even think of. Like, cell phones were, like, the first iPhone, when it came out, people were, whoa, this is absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
There's no way they can top this.
Now look at it.
Yeah, like, you got an iPhone? Oh, okay. Like, what? When that was literally technological advanced.
Not just that, but like when FaceTime came on the first time.
Oh yeah.
Like when everybody knew that you were gonna be able to
Skype.
see somebody else on the other side. That's crazy, man.
Yeah. Like it's like, hey man, you got Skype? What's that? So I'm gonna sit at my computer at my house, and you gonna sit at your computer at your house.
Yeah.
And we gonna look at each other through our computer.
Actually, they doing interviews on Skype.
I mean that's. But that's kind of deceiving. People be sitting there looking all dapper down at the top.
Right.
They ain't got no pants, no shoes. They just looking straight good at the top. They're just like, I think I'm highly qualified for this
you can
job.
just get the app, where they got the
with the
clothes
white
shirt
and just don't move. Yes, sir. It's like you look a little tense. Relax. This is my relaxed state.
I'm okay.
That's creepy. So moving past that one, they were talking about predicting preemies, like premature children, or premature birth. Talking about 15 million babies are born prematurely every year. For one, that is a crazy high number. 15 million babies are preemies.
Premature. Wow.
Every year. It's the leading cause of death for children under the age of 5. And it says availability, a test could be offered in doctors' offices within the next 5 years. So that I'm with. To be able to predict whether or not you might have a premature child. That way you take necessary steps to secure the child's survival, I guess is what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm feeling that one. What you thinking?
That's amazing, man. Because that's just like saying that if you was born premature, you have 5 years to see if you.
Yeah. A lot of kids were dying before the age of 5.
Man, that's crazy.
Like I have a cousin that was premature.
He's
older.
I have a friend that was premature, and he's still
just fine.
He's going on 30 years now. Going on 30 now. Wow.
That's So let's see. What's another one that was on this list that I liked? I don't really care about this one here. Custom cancer vaccines.
Cancer vaccine.
Mm-hmm. Conventional chemotherapies have taken a heavy toll on healthy cells and aren't always effective against the tumors. So it's talking about inhuman testing. Treatments incite the body's natural defense to destroy only cancer cells by identifying mutations unique to each tumor. Scientists are on the cusp of commercializing the first personalized cancer vaccine. If it works as hoped, the vaccine, which triggers a person's immune system to identify a tumor by its unique mutations, could effectively shut down many types of cancers. Possibility of such vaccines began to take shape in 2008, 5 years after the Human Genome Project was completed, when geneticists published the first sequence of a cancerous tumor cell.
That's interesting right there.
That sounds like I Am Legend.
Really, huh? It's funny, man, how now all of a sudden we having not the cure, but a pre-cure of all these diseases. Cancer, AIDS,
HIV.
And
that's interesting.
It makes you go,
But not for like herpes or or hepatitis A, B, C. Like,
right.
Other things, they aren't even trying to touch that. They're just going straight to this other stuff.
Right. I guess because they're trying to hit the main diseases.
The one that's, I guess, taking the most lives. Those might be taking the most lives.
Because I think those kill you faster. Cancer kill you faster. AIDS kill you fast.
Yeah.
So
not necessarily. It depends.
I mean,
It
you notice
case.
why this happened all the time. The minute somebody get tested and they find out that they have HIV,
they get super sick.
They get sick right away.
That is interesting. I thought about that the other day.
I was thinking about maybe it's a psychological thing where you can,
like, people who don't know are fine, and as soon as they find out, it seems like their health just instantly drops.
Exactly. It's like, I don't know. Is it?
And this is
without
before even trying to take treatment. Their health just drops.
Could have been stress
or something, maybe. And then they take treatment, and it weakens them more. So
right.
I kind of like the fact that they're like, oh, we're gonna try to fix this way, but that's still a scary thought. And it's saying that it's only gonna be targeting certain cancers. So what happens if you identify it as one cancer and it's something else?
No. What about if you just hit something and open a can of worms? You're talking about a vaccine that's going to spray all over your body.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say you don't have any cancer, but you might hit something that'll create that.
Or
that's scary either way.
Or it cures cancer and starts a whole new epidemic. I mean, it's crazy. It's
we have to ask Will Smith about that one.
Yeah, him and his dog.
Him and his robot.
That's a different movie. That's our robot.
No. I'm talking about the interview he did with that robot. Remember when he was going around the world? Yeah, he took I don't know if it was a tour around the world, and he went to different places.
Oh, and he talked
talking to this robot.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about now. I was like, well, robot? Is that a movie? What? I was like, iRobot? This is something I already knew about, like cow-free burgers.
Okay.
You know how they're not using cows or meat.
That's not healthy.
But it still tastes like meat.
That's not healthy though. That's just like eating plastic.
Yeah, and plant-based stuff. You know, everybody gonna be vegan by 2020.
Really?
Mm-hmm. It says it's livestock production causes catastrophic deforestation, water pollution, and greenhouse gas emissions. So, the availability says plant-based now, lab-grown around 2020. So instead of growing only crops, we're going to be growing like hamburgers and I guess chickens, but like cooked or so I don't know how it's going to be worded, but excuse me.
As a matter of fact, talking about chicken, today I saw a video with this raw cut up chicken who was dancing, walking off the table.
What?
Yeah. Hold on, man. Where's my phone? Let me show you what I'm talking about.
What are you talking about? It was a cut up chicken.
Yeah.
And it danced off of a table.
Off the table.
Like a real chicken?
Like a real chicken. Yeah, it's raw chicken.
Like it's dead.
Hold on one second. Let me send it to you real quick.
Okay. Cause I don't need to see that because I don't know what that means. But we're also talking about making carbon dioxide catchers which that's interesting. We're talking about removing CO2 from the atmosphere might be one of the last viable ways to stop catastrophic climate change. They're talking about availability for that being between 5 to 10 years. So that's another thing that we have to look into and start thinking about.
Yeah, it's just like that. I can't find it, but I'll let you see it another day. But it's just like this fish. This man was frying a fish. The minute he put it on the frying pan, the fish just started moving. Just imagine that. That's crazy, man.
It's a lot of different things are happening.
Or Chinese people making letters. I think that's why.
In the water? I've seen that. Yeah, I've seen that. Been a whole head of lettuce.
That's crazy, man.
That's interesting. There's another breakthrough. They're talking about sanitation without sewers. Talking about 2.3 billion people lack safe sanitation, and many die as a result. And they're talking about that should be available in the next 1 to 2 years.
Right.
They say key players in helping find the solution is Duke University, University of South Florida, Biomass Controls, and California Institute of Technology. So that's a good thing. The lack of proper toilets encourage people to dump fecal matter into nearby ponds and streams, spreading bacteria, viruses, and parasites that can cause diarrhea, and diarrhea causes 1 in 9 child deaths worldwide.
Wow.
I did not know that.
That's crazy, man.
I did not know that 1 in 9 kids die from diarrhea. I did not know that at all.
Yeah, I think that diarrhea is especially for babies, is very, very significant, man. I mean, it's dangerous for them. Because just think about, they have, small organs, you know what I'm saying, and to have something that's constantly just hurting and stuff. Oof. So how many babies die?
They said 1 in 9.
Wow, that's crazy, man. That's why we.
But it doesn't even say babies; it just says children.
Children.
Yeah. It doesn't give a specific age.
I'm thinking. Maybe from birth to like 10.
Maybe, because your body still can't handle it.
Right. Because once you become a teenager, it's just that's different.
It's kind of regulated.
Right.
Yes. Oof. That's horrible.
Yeah, you definitely got to watch that.
But those are just some of the main ones that I saw that really caught my eye. To continue on that point, I was like, man, there's a lot of stuff to going on that people don't know about.
Right.
So, and I think this article was written back in February.
That was this year.
February of this year.
Okay.
So, man. But Courtney, good question, good thing, or good topic that we got a chance to talk about. But I think you wanted to talk about somebody.
Oh, with me?
Yeah.
I'm trying to see what it was.
Elon.
Oh, Elon Musk.
Yeah.
The guy that created the Tesla. Technology.
Oh, say it again.
Tesla.
You created the Tesla?
The Tesla, yes. See? No, actually, he's a, how can I say, technology guru.
Yeah.
But I heard a story that you was telling me about him creating a rocket.
Yeah, SpaceX.
Yeah.
So let me read you some of these facts about Mr. Musk.
Mr. Musk.
That's a
Sound like that spray. It's like a cologne spray. Let me get some of that Musk.
by Elon. Oh, don't say trade. I'm trademarking that because that's a trademark. Anyway, so
because we don't get sponsored by anybody. Just in case y'all want to know. I want to send another thanks to everybody that's listening to the podcast.
Yeah,
we don't get sponsored.
Thank you for your YouTube viewership.
Yeah, yes.
Your Spotify listenership.
Thank you very much.
Your Apple Podcast listenership.
Yes.
Your iHeartRadio listenership.
Thank you very much.
Castbox listenership because we're on there now.
Okay.
Tumblr listenership. We everywhere out here. We are literally everywhere.
Drop a line, please. That's all we asking.
That's it. See, just
let us know what you want us to talk about.
How you think we doing? How we can improve so we can get your likes.
Yes.
Shares and subscribes.
In a world where we want everybody's likes. But anyway, go ahead, Mr. Musk.
Okay, so Mr. Musk was born in South Africa in 1970.
Wait a minute, he's a citizen from South America?
No, South Africa.
Oh, South Africa. What am I saying, man?
South Africa.
Wow.
So
that's crazy. That's dope.
Cool.
Wait, so he was born there, or he's just a citizen?
He was born there.
Oh, he was born there.
He became famous for starting Tesla Motors and SpaceX.
Hey, man, don't take that. That's mine.
You right.
Tesla
Motors and SpaceX, but he first made his fortune as a co-founder of PayPal.
Oh.
Yeah.
So he owns PayPal.
He's a co-founder. He's one of the people who made it what it is.
As a matter of fact, talking about PayPal, I just received an email talking about my account will be closed in about 30 days because I don't use it.
Hey, Elon.
Hey, man.
Go ahead and send me some. send me something on that PayPal. Keep my account open. But he provided a large amount of inspiration for the Hollywood character Tony Stark, aka Iron Man. In fact, parts of Iron Man 2 were actually filmed inside and outside of SpaceX. And Musk even had a cameo in the film. That's what I was telling you about.
Perfect.
Like Steve Jobs and other famous entrepreneurs, Musk's official annual salary for Tesla Motors is just $1.
Wow. Didn't you say he played in the movie, I think? Was he in the movie? The Iron Man? Yeah, you did tell me that, huh?
I just said it.
Okay. No, I was just thinking because, as she was reading.
We talked about that.
Yeah, we was talking about that.
But yeah. So how rich do you have to be to pay your own salary of $1?
Wow.
Like, you ain't messed up about it at all.
You do better not getting it. But I'm pretty sure he's not going to do that.
Yeah, well, taxes.
Yeah, he's going to get that. So what will be the taxes that he get out of the $1?
He's still probably... That's just for one thing. That's just his salary at Tesla.
Wow.
At age 12, Musk taught himself computer programming and created a video game called Ballstar, which he sold for $500. Elon Musk didn't become an American citizen until 2002 at the age of 31.
In the U.S. Cool.
When Elon was 17, he moved from South Africa to Canada. Eventually, he attended college in the U.S. at the University of Pennsylvania. Okay. It ain't Penn State, but, okay.
What his worth is?
A lot. Let me look that part up. He's
$20.1 billion.
Is that the number?
Yes, sir.
20. What?
20.1 billion.
That's a lot of money. That's a lot. Do you know how much money that is?
No, I never seen it.
Well, I hope not. Because if you was here with me and you seen that, I would be like, well, how did I meet you? I just don't That's a lot of money.
Just to create.
He's 48.
Oh, he's 48 now.
Yeah, he's 48 now. He's 5'11". Let me see. He's been married a few times, I believe. He was married. Excuse me. Married the first time in year 2000 to a woman, Justine Musk, and they got divorced in 2008. Well, the marriage ended in 2008. I don't know if he got divorced. Tallulah Riley from 2010 to 2012, and then that marriage ended. Then they got married again in 2013 and lasted till 2016. And then the marriage ended. So, that's, oh wow, hold on. He's got 6 kids.
They millionaires already.
Oh, dude. But I think that's interesting.
Yeah. Shout out to Mr. Tesla creator.
But this is what I was talking about the other day too. He founded SpaceX, a company that creates and manufactures space launch vehicles with a particular focus in rocket technology. His aim is to reduce the cost of space flight in hopes of expanding human life beyond Earth.
I won't see it.
Investors first saw it as a pipe dream. Musk channeled all his own money into the company to make SpaceX a reality. SpaceX has a $1.6 billion contract with NASA to resupply the International Space Station, effectively replacing the space shuttle. Musk has reduced the cost of reaching the International Space Station by 90%, bringing it down from $1 billion per mission to just $60 million.
I would die on Earth and would never see that.
That's just crazy.
Just imagine how many of us will be on Earth. Just watching let me see who got that kind of money. Bill Gates. Take a trip.
Yeah, he got the money.
You know what I'm saying?
He's definitely got the money. I think he's still the richest man in the world.
And you know, people that we don't even know got that type of money.
Oh yeah, a lot. Speaking of him being from South Africa, a lot of South African people have
a lot of
money. Like on the Forbes list, there's a lot of names of people I have never even heard of.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of it is oil and like royalty that's died down
and heritage.
Yeah, it's good Lord, it's a lot of people. But if I'm not mistaken, what's his name is still at the top? Bill Gates, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure he is. But that's a lot of money. That's crazy. But Elon is one of the smartest people alive. He made a space shuttle.
He made the Tesla.
It shoots up into the space.
To space.
Makes its little trip, and then it comes back and lands directly back where it started.
Wow.
By itself.
That's amazing right there.
I remember it, well, it was still before me, but watching the space station, everybody's like watching the show or watching the TVs, trying to figure out, oh man, I wonder if they're going to make it this time.
Right.
And then they get really, really close, and then it explodes. I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
And now he's making stuff that goes up, does its little thing, and then comes right back.
Yeah, I wonder, because I remember when it was talking about, I don't know, the video that was made when they went to the moon.
Mm-hmm.
The type of different material that they had to use before they get to wherever they was going.
Because when you look at it, they shed so much stuff off to get to space. Like you have your thrusters and like different sections of stuff that fall off the higher it gets.
Right.
And his thing just goes straight up and just goes up.
That's
there
what I'm saying. So it's
right
like
back.
His the type of stuff that he's using for the for whatever he sent up there, it doesn't even get a damage or anything.
It's not only self-sustaining, but it's literally doing things that no one thought would be possible.
Yeah.
They literally laughed at him when he gave him the idea. They were like, "You tripping?" So he took his own money and was like, "All right, y'all ain't gonna do it. I'll do it myself," and he did. I mean,
yeah. Shout out to Mr. Tesla,
Mr. Musk,
Mr. Musk.
That's a crazy name though. Still. What
you got it back there.
What are you doing?
No, I was trying to give him a shout out, man. You know what I'm saying?
Well, go ahead, man.
Oh, I can't see from here because I got this big monitor in front of me.
Oh, well, what you want me to give?
No, I already did it for him. You know.
Oh, okay.
No, but you gotta. There it is.
There we go.
You know, I don't control the buttons over here. You know what I'm saying? The only thing I do is control the audio part of the podcast.
I love how quickly.
Okay, that's enough, man.
It's like clap, 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 clap. Just cuts off dead. That's crazy. Okay, so before I forget, I want to talk about something that.
I thought you was about to say announcements.
Further announcements. And now for the morning announcements. Well, hey there, Arkansas. This is your captain speaking.
As a matter of fact, what are we doing? Are we live?
Yeah, we're live on.
Let the people know what's going on.
We're live on Meet Me. We were live on Instagram for a while. I was gonna go live on Facebook, but then we started talking about other things. And I had to start clicking on some stuff. But yeah, we're going live.
Yeah, we still trying to work on getting our stuff together for the podcast. We
working diligently.
Yes, we are.
That's the word. So, you remember when we started the show and I said we were going to talk about anything and everything, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we're gonna do that right now.
Okay.
We're about to talk about stuff that men never talk about, but we should talk about it.
Should talk about it.
Mm-hmm. Before I start, this doesn't apply to everybody.
Okay.
Because some guys do this, but a lot of us don't.
Okay.
So, one thing that I notice that we don't talk about as much as other people, or we talk about it, but it's jokingly, are our fears.
Men fears.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like what guys are actually afraid of.
Because if you ask any guy, they'd be like, man, I'm not scared of anything.
I ain't scared of nothing, B.
You know what I'm saying, son?
Yeah. Know what I mean? Like, no, I don't.
No.
I'm afraid of a lot of stuff. Like,
okay, so go ahead. Since you want to, talk about that,
well,
what are you so afraid of?
Well, before I say it's because I think people, for so long, the stereotype for men were supposed to be these fearless, like beings. Yeah,
mm-hmm.
Just I'm a man. I'm
beans
gonna go
and
out
rice.
here, just do our own thing and not worry about nothing. I ain't scared of nothing. But that isn't true because everyone experiences fear. So one thing that I fear most would be not living up to my full potential.
Mm-hmm. That's a good one.
But it actually goes hand in hand with failing as a father. Because I feel like if I fail as a father, then I didn't live up to my full potential.
Right.
And vice versa. I don't want to look back and be like, oh man, I could have done so much better.
You could have done something better. Or...
Yeah, like I don't want to be at the end and think, what if I did? I don't want to be that what if guy.
Yeah.
I want to be able to look back and be like, I'm proud of what I did.
Yeah.
I'm proud of where I came from and where I am now. I'm proud of it. That's what I fear that.
Yeah.
Very often.
Yeah, I think that's a good one. I think that's very important to stay consistent when you're a father.
Oh yeah.
Well, mine is similar, but it's more like, because you gotta understand, fear can come from
anything.
But I'm trying to find the right word. Can come from anything, but like for me, I have the fear, or I fear of losing someone.
You have a fear
a family member, or
like losing them,
like losing someone, losing someone that I love. That's also fear, like that I experience, like, because I don't want to lose anybody. I don't want to lose my kid. I don't want to lose my, my family members, the people that I deal with every day.
Like lose them, like as in they're still around, but just not around you, or like death.
No, yeah, I'm talking about like death.
Oh.
That's a fear of mine.
So vulnerability time.
And that's why I try to.
I don't think about death a lot, but whenever it hits me, like I'm 26, I'm still relatively young.
Right.
But then I was like, man, I'm getting close to 30, and then whenever I think that, I think, man, I think of what is it gonna be like after. I think about that a lot because sometimes I'm like I know what I believe in, and I know, okay, whenever it's time, I'm ready. Whenever it's time, I can get there. But sometimes I'm like like it's a scary thought to be here, and then, or someone you love or someone you've seen your entire life is here, and then the next moment there's literally nothing.
Nothing.
And you're like,
yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
A coworker of mine asked me the other week. They said, man. So we were having just deep discussions, as we always do, and they were talking about things like, if people died in your life, did you ever question it? And I was like, yeah, I have a lot. I know I shouldn't, but I have. And everybody was like, oh man, you weren't supposed to do that. But I was like, so you've never done that? They're like, nah. I was like, yeah, you have. Everyone has.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the one guy everybody knows that was just a super awesome guy, never did wrong by nobody, and then all of a sudden he gone. You can't tell me you didn't at one point or another be like, and all these bad people in the world, and then he die?
Mm-hmm.
Or she die? People have done it. I think about that a lot.
Oh, you think about, the way that they was changing before they die?
But see, that's
like
just
they was getting their life together before they passed?
Like, that's just it. A lot of people who are getting their life, who went through something and are getting their life together, and who have went through the necessary changes, they die often. When I was in middle school, Joseph Bryant, great kid, love that kid to death. He died. His nickname was literally Smiley, because when he walked in a room, he made everybody start smiling.
Mm-hmm.
Did nothing wrong. Everybody liked this kid.
Right.
Talking about adults, teachers, teenagers, everybody liked this kid. He was getting ready for track and collapsed. And I think he had a heart attack or a stroke, and he died.
Wow.
He ain't do nothing wrong. So instantly, at me as a kid, I'm like, you got all these bad people. You, like 3 days ago, somebody was shooting up folks.
Right.
Nothing happens to them. And then you have the good, but that goes to them saying the good always die young, because they're here, they do what they're supposed to do, and then they go.
Right. And, and that's the way that I look at death now. Ever since 2012, when my brother passed, my brother got killed in New Orleans in 2012, and I gotta say, I'm a human being. You know what I'm saying? I'm a question. I'm gonna question why and stuff like that. But then after you grieve and stuff like that, you start to see like the different things that people go through, and they start and you start seeing like their purpose because of what they went through. You know what I'm saying? What I'm trying to say is, I don't think that you might not find out what's your purpose in life, but other people might see it.
Yeah. You
know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is, I look at it as everybody that died young did what they supposed to do, served their purpose. Because when we talk about serving your purpose, we're not just talking about doing something for everybody to see it. It could be something
one
that
person that you touched them, only them.
Right, because
that could be that.
Because it could be for like your friend or your mom's, your dad. You know what I'm saying? If that person was in their life and taught them something.
The seed.
Huh?
The seed.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
I went all the way back to when we talked about that on the bus. Just then, I was like, oh, the seed. One person literally touches one other person, then they're gone.
Yeah. I remember we talked about that.
And then that one seed goes and turns into a forest.
Exactly. So I don't look at death in the same way anymore. I don't look at it as, oh my gosh, he died so young. Why? No, I don't do that anymore, because I learned that your purpose was, you serve your purpose.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree with that. That's nice. Poetic justice.
Yeah. And for the record, you know what I'm saying, I just want to say, people out there that's killing each other. You know what I'm saying? They need to stop the violence, man, for real. For real. You know what I'm saying? Because my brother died in 2012, and I'm still feeling it.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
It's always there.
So, and we in 2019 already? Come on, man.
It's always going to be there, man. So another thing that guys don't talk about enough or ever is the times that we fail.
Yeah.
Because, so, we're obsessed with success, and our culture warps our view into what success is supposed to look like. So we think, in order to be successful, I gotta have the nice clothes, the fancy car. I have to have this. If I don't have that, I'm not successful. That's not true.
Not true at all.
That's not true at all. I mean,
I think it's a stereotype. Because we stereotype everything.
Excuse me. Yeah, but it's they're arbitrary standards who were set by people we don't even know. So, who said in order to be successful you have to have this? Who said that?
Right.
And then you think, man, I just, the street, no.
Yeah, it just make me want to
you can't even point it out.
If I can find a reset button to reset everything.
Nah, I wouldn't push it.
You know what I'm saying? No, I'm talking about not reset as like life. I'm talking about reset the things that everybody see. You know what I'm saying? Like these videos, you cannot go and say, okay, I want to be just like the guy in that video. They got the yacht, the women, this and that.
It's because we have to unlearn things.
You see what I'm saying?
We have to accept that more times than not we're going to fail, but don't stop at the failure.
Right, you're not supposed to. Like
one of the things that I learned from watching Infinity War, or not Infinity War, Endgame, the scene where Thor's mom told him he was a failure.
Yeah.
And he was like, wait, what? Instantly, he's like, I'm not a failure. Yeah, you failed. But you never stop. You take that failure, you get back up, and then you continue
doing what you're supposed to do. That's right.
Because if you never failed, you would just be content with, oh, well, I guess that's enough. Like, imagine going to try to get the job that you always wanted, and then you get it. First try. The woman or man you've always wanted, get it first try. You're not going to appreciate it as much. I'm not saying everyone, but a lot of people don't appreciate that. I don't appreciate things that are given to me as much as I have to work to get it. Like, oh, I want this new phone. Oh man, I got that phone. I'm finna get a new one. Here, take mine. Nah, Because then I'll be like, oh, I didn't pay for it. I can throw it all over the place and everything. No, I need to work to get the money, figure out, I got to do something with my car. I can't get it yet. So whenever I'm failing at my goal to get where I want, and I'm like, oh, I'm almost there. Oh, man, I can't do that yet. Go off and do something else. Now start back over. Okay, I'm almost there. Oh, man, I got to do something else. Do it again. And just keep doing it and keep doing it. So by the time I get to where I want it.
You don't want it.
I get it, and I appreciate the
We were talking about that in one of the episodes.
I appreciate the journey of going to get it more than getting it.
Yeah, just pause it for a second on that one. You remember that part when we was talking about what did you want it when you was a kid that you got now.
You didn't even want it.
You don't even want it.
You get it and you be like, it's not what I wanted. But the memories of trying to get it.
Trying to get it, yeah.
That sticks with you more than getting it. Like, I remember when I was like, man, I can't wait to get the first iPhone.
Right.
The first iPhone I ever got, I actually got from someone. It was a iPhone 3GS or whatever it was. And the screen was cracked and it was all jacked up. And I was like, oh man, I got this iPhone, blah, 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 blah. But that's not the one I wanted.
Right.
I wanted the first iPhone.
I have the first iPhone.
I didn't appreciate that iPhone. I didn't care nothing about it. I didn't work hard to get it. He was literally gifted to me because he got the 4. I was like, oh, I got an iPhone now. Whoop-de-doo. And then I got the 3GS. I got the 4, 4S, 5, 5S, 6, 6S, 6S Plus. I've had almost every iPhone.
Right.
Until one day. I found the very first iPhone.
Oh, you found it?
I finally found it, and I bought it.
Yeah.
I played with that iPhone more. I had a 6S Plus at the time. I played with that first iPhone more than the brand new one.
Yeah, because the first iPhone was so simple.
It was simple. I could still download stuff on it.
Yeah.
And it was literally, I finally hit my goal. That's what I wanted. I went and did all this other stuff when all I had to do was just go, look, I bought the brand new phone.
Right.
All I had to do was go buy that one. That one was literally like $20 when I bought it.
Right.
And I finally got, and when I got it, I was like, I'm glad I did that.
Yeah, that's, it shows like, that when you fail, when you take an L, you know what I'm saying?
I'm not afraid to take an L as long as I learn.
I'm not afraid to take an L, either.
As long as I learn from it, I'm not afraid to take it.
Because that's what it's all about, the learning journey.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. The learning journey.
I mean, if you're a basketball player and you're just the best ever and you never lose, you're going to get bored.
Right.
Then I'm going to do something else.
Yeah, I guess because, people grow up, winning all the time. Mm-hmm. And so when they finally take that L, it's like their whole world is devastated. You know what I'm saying? Especially with these young kids nowadays.
I'm glad you just said that.
You know what I'm saying? They get into these, like sports.
They
never win.
I can't stand these participation awards. I don't like them.
Yeah.
Everybody gets a ribbon. No, you lost.
Right.
That's a problem.
You don't get a trophy.
You don't get a trophy.
That's right.
You don't get to go out and eat the pizza and the ice cream just sitting next to the winners. You don't do that.
Exactly. Now, if we're talking about the best player, then I can understand that.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? If you're in the opposite team that lost and you was the best player of the whole season, then why not give them a reward? You know what I'm saying?
Because that's singling them out.
But not the whole team.
No, see, but no.
You know what I'm saying?
That's singling them out. So this is how I feel about it. And me and my ex talked about this stuff all the time. If kids were in soccer and they were in a tournament and there were 10 teams and our kids came in 10th, will we have like a little party? No. She was like, okay. 9th. No. She was like, so when could they have a party? When they win. She was like, so unless they win. I said, look, and that sounds horrible, and y'all can hate me online or wherever. I don't care. This is how I feel. We've gotten so soft.
Yeah.
Because everybody's got to be a winner. The world don't. We're setting our kids up to think, oh, well, as long as I tried my hardest, it'll all work out. That is a lie.
Yeah.
You can try your hardest, and you and someone else are gonna go for the same job one day, and they're not gonna give you a participation job because you and this other person
was competing for the same job.
Both went for the same. No, you're not getting a job, and the other person is.
That's right.
And then you're gonna be so upset, and I don't understand. Like, I did my best. Why couldn't they see it? No, because you're a loser. You are a loser. Not saying you yourself, but you lost.
You lost.
And you're not going to be able to handle that as an adult if you don't ever handle it.
That's right.
So, no, if you don't win, then you lost. I'm sorry. Hey, I'm not going to be like, oh, you suck. No, I would never do that. I'm like, hey, you did your best, but we're going to have to practice a little harder.
That's right.
Or, hey, look, y'all came in second. Okay, cool. I'm not going to give you the same amount of stuff that I would have gave you in first place. I'm going to be like, okay, silver medal. You get pizza.
Right.
Okay. Okay, y'all came in third, and it's like 10 people. Okay. We can go to Walmart and get you a toy. That's fine. But that's it. And the only reason y'all get first, second, and third place is because that's what they honor in the Olympics.
Right.
But I'm going to make sure that they know that if you lose, that's not good.
Yeah, that you lose,
If you lose, then that's it. It's over. Like, what team in the playoffs ever lost and got a trophy? None.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
So that's how I feel about it. But we're in a different age now.
Yeah, we have to change that.
Everybody gets an award, and I don't know who started this, but it needs to stop like immediately, because we're literally setting our future up to do nothing but fail, and that's going to translate over to being weak. Like I said, that's our weakness, and as men, we don't want to talk about our weakness, but we have weakness. Everybody does.
You're right.
I would hate for that to be our weakness. We don't know how to handle taking an L.
Like I said, man, it just make me want to press the reset button and teach everything again.
Well, you wouldn't have to do a reset. Well,
hypothetically speaking.
but it just starts with you and yours. You teach them, okay, it's not okay to want to come in second. It's not okay.
But teach them that you're not going to win all the time.
Right. Like the stereotype of Asian people only wanting the best from their kids. Like, if you don't get an A, then you're grounded type stuff. Is that a little extreme? Yeah. But they're literally showing them how life is. Either you get an A or you ain't nothing.
Oh, you ain't gonna be nothing.
Either you the best or you're nothing.
That's right.
Because when it comes down to it, if it comes down to you or someone who's 1% better, they're gonna pick that 1% better than you.
Mm-hmm.
That's just how it is. I just think that that's something we all need to work on. But I'm glad you said that, because as soon as you said that, I was like, oh yes, finally, I can finally give my complete thought about that. 'Cause I've been holding that in for a long time. But that's what the show is for.
Fear.
Yeah.
Fear of taking an L. That's what we're talking about, people.
Are you afraid to take an L?
I'm not afraid to take an L. As a matter of fact, sometimes it's necessary to take an L.
Yeah. I take an L every day.
I don't take an L every day.
I do. I take an L every day.
No, I don't.
Because when I wake up, I always think of what I did the previous day.
Mm-hmm.
And I try to do better. I always try to make myself better, 1% better every day.
Okay.
So, like, say, yesterday I only drank 2 glasses of water. I know I could have drank 3. I shouldn't have bought that Coke. Today I'm drinking 3. Okay, I drank 3, but I still drank a Coke.
Right.
Cut the Coke out. I'm making myself learn. Okay, small victories. Okay, cool. I did that, but I still did this. Instead of looking at, oh, you have to look at the small victory every day. I always think, what did I do yesterday that I didn't need to do? Like, how can I maximize my day instead of sitting down watching Chicago PD for 4 hours? What could I have done in that 4 hours?
Mm-hmm.
So that tomorrow I don't have to do it, so I can sit there and watch it. Because then I'll be like, oh man, as soon as I lay down, I'm like, oh, I could have did so and so, and I should have did this and that.
Right.
And then instantly I'm like, okay, I know what I got to do. So I take L's every day.
Yeah, I understand I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, it's not like a win-lose situation,
right?
Like huge, but it's like, okay, I know what I should have done.
Well, I think that's because everybody is different when it comes to being proactive through the day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For me, I try to stay consistent. I'm not trying to be better the next day or trying to be a better person the next day. That's not my thing. My thing is to stay consistent and be proactive at what I do. So at the end of the day, when I'm ready to sit down and relax, I think about everything that I've done on that day, and it makes me feel good because I know I did what I was supposed to do, or I did enough.
See, that makes
you see what I'm saying?
For me, that would, if I did that, I would find myself being complacent just because of how I am. Because if I can sit down and say, oh, okay, I did enough.
Well,
I don't like that. Me personally,
what I'm saying
I don't
is,
like that
when I say I did enough, is because I take my time and I distribute my time differently. You see what I'm saying? I do one thing at a time. I don't just rush and try to do 10 things at one time, or 10 things in an hour, or 10 things in 2 hours. No. I do things, yeah.
No,
but it has to be at a certain time. Yeah, like, for example, okay, let me talk about this. Like, for example, I'm doing filming. Mm-hmm. We doing a podcast. You know what I'm saying? I'm still studying. You know what I'm saying? Educating myself on different things that I need to do, and still find time to to do other things. So if I incorporate that in my day, if I put that in my day, then I know I did, I did something. And so it makes me feel good. It makes me sleep good at night. You know what I'm saying?
That sentence makes me feel better than the other one you used. I know I did something, as opposed to, well, I feel I did enough. It's just because of that word.
It's all in there, though. It's the same. It's
just that word. That word for me, like enough for me, I don't like that word. Because whenever I think enough, that means I did the minimum amount that I could be okay with.
Like if you was to get 20 minutes to 30 minutes of sleep every day. Mm-hmm. Let's say every day you get 30 minutes of sleep while you're at work, or anywhere you go. Through your day, period. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. If you don't take a nap, you know what I'm saying, 2 days in a row, then you're going to be off balance.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So my thing is, because you want to keep everything balanced, if you do this and do this, be proactive through your whole day, then at the end of the day, you'll feel better. You'll feel balanced, and say, okay, I did what I was supposed to do.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
But I like that.
It's
just that word.
I try to accomplish, a lot of things through my day. I try to put a lot of stuff in there. And when I don't, and when I can't finish something, I get frustrated. Don't get me wrong, but I know I can finish that the next day, and so I'm already planning for the next day.
Oh yeah, I don't have a problem with it being multiple days. I don't like. The only thing that I don't like in what you said the first time was the word enough.
Enough.
That's it.
Because enough is like more like saying, okay, I can't do anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Like if a person's working out and say they're doing sets of 5.
Okay.
And they do their sets of 5 and then that's it. And you know you can do more. Yeah, I did enough. I did enough, which means I did the bare minimum of what I was supposed to do.
As a matter of fact, let's see. Every day for me, it goes by me watching the time. Like, okay, what I'm trying to say is this. Like, the minute I wake up, I don't stop watching the clock until it's time for me to go to bed. Because I do things by the time. Okay, like for example, I'm gonna just give you a few hours before I go to work. Like for example, if I wake up and I know I need to get my uniform ready or get, my boots ready or get this ready or get that ready, I watch the clock and I say, okay, take 30 minutes to do this. I'm going to take 30 minutes to do that, 15 minutes to do this, 15, 20 minutes to do this, and I accomplish it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And I rush myself. I'm like on time with it. Like if you get to your job,
like you're just scheduling yourself.
I schedule myself, every day, and do it. And I live and I goes by that every day. I like to be on point. You know what I'm saying? I like to be on time. I like to be precise with everything.
There's nothing wrong
if it doesn't, if I don't do it, I'm gonna feel like off track.
Yeah.
And my day won't go good unless I change my perspective.
I can see that. Yeah. I can see that. So, another thing that we don't talk about like we should is the men and women in our life that mean something to us. Like
your moms, your dad, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Your girlfriend, your wife.
But see, we do that. No. Take that back. We with our boys. We on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Hey man, you see old girl? Yeah, blah blah blah. And you can talk about old girl. You don't have any idea who she is for hours.
Okay, I see where you're getting at.
And then you ask, or someone asks you a question about someone that means something to you, and you kind of shut down for a second. Why is that? Or better yet, our feelings about those people. Like have you ever had, and this isn't just a men thing, this is a women thing too. How many times have you heard you ask someone how they feel about a person? What makes them say that they like or love or care about a person, and they say, I can't explain it.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo?
Yeah. It's like, why do you feel this way? I can't explain it. I just do. But you can explain anything else. But that. That's something interesting that I thought about the other day. I was like, I've heard that a lot. I've heard that a lot personally because I've asked that question to people. And a lot of them, I can't explain it. I just do. Or I know why I do. I can't tell you why I do. But I know why.
Well, just to say this, do you know that all of us are human beings, mm-hmm. and we all go through the same emotions? We get sad, we get happy, we be happy, we cry. We go through pain, period.
Pain. Anger.
We all go through the same thing. Mm-hmm. So if I ask you, how do you feel about your, let's say, your cousin? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Let's say I know you and your cousin for a while, and that's it. And I ask you, okay, man, hey, so how do you feel about your cousin?
I love my cousin.
I just do. And it's something I can't explain.
But that's not.
Okay, let's not say cousin, but let's say your ex-girlfriend or your girlfriend. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You ask them, hey, how you feel about them? Oh, man, I feel this way. I can't explain it, though. See, that don't even, like, if you feel something for that person and you be honest about it, say, hey, you know what? I love her, or I love him, or, you know.
But see, that's right there to be like, why? And that's when they say, oh, I can't explain it.
Oh, no, I would. Why? That's not even difficult to explain. If you love somebody, you know the reason why you love that person. Why do you love your girlfriend? Or why do you love your wife? Oh, I just do. I can't explain it. That don't even make sense, man.
So love is an intense feeling of deep affection, a great interest and pleasure in something. It's described as a
there
noun.
You go, right there. That's your answer.
Now, if it's a verb, it's to feel deep affection for blank, or like or enjoy very much. So, I've heard. So, oh, I love you. Why? I can't explain it. Mm-mm. And I used to be like, oh, okay, well, you know, whatever. But now I'm like
trying to respect people's opinions. Yeah, I get that.
But I'm like, but why though?
But it doesn't make any sense to me, man.
Like you said, cousin. I love my cousin. Why? Man, me and my cousin done been through everything together. We done got whoopings together. We done did this together. I can go into why. Or the why.
Right. You can,
and I know people.
You
aren't
have
like
the
either.
answer to share.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people aren't like me, and they may not be able to formulate that in that moment. But over the course of however long, every time someone asks you that question, eventually, don't you think you would be able to come up with something? Even if it don't make any sense to that other person, something.
I don't know, man. I just think that some people are so called, quote unquote, private, or not want to share, or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And so, or not. I don't want nobody to know my business.
Because it's a vulnerable thing.
I understand though, but see, when people ask me, okay, so you just came from a vacation, right? Yeah. Did you have fun? What if I said, I don't know, I can't explain it. You see what I'm saying? That's like that's
first thing they're going
to me. I'm just being disrespectful.
What you mean you can't explain?
What you mean you can't explain it?
Yeah,
come on, man. You just came from a vacation. So maybe you didn't do too much or you didn't do anything that was fun, but still.
Like, I'm on vacation right now.
Hey, you know what? I had fun or, I slept a lot or, whatever it is. I'm not saying you have to be, you have to give details of what you're doing. I'm not saying that. But if somebody asks you, how do you feel about that person? Oh, I love them. Oh, why? Oh, because,
something should formulate.
Look, there's a reason why we have feelings. There's a reason why you're sad. There's a reason why you're happy. There's a reason why you feeling some type of way. There's a reason for everything. So why not give give somebody an answer? Say, hey, you know what? I love her because when she takes care of me when I get home.
Because when it's not real.
You see what I'm saying?
When it's not real, you can't think of nothing.
Or
you can't.
That's another thing. You see, people not being honest and saying, hey, people not being honest and saying how they feel about people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can see that. But to get off of that, because that could be a whole nother show.
Yeah, that's another show right there.
Yeah, that's a whole nother show. I want to start a segment that we do at the end of every show.
Okay.
Where basically we have our playlist picks, where it's just something that we listen to that we think is like underrated, or just to get it out there and just to be like, hey, y'all should listen to this.
Okay, I'm down with that.
Okay. And I know this was short notice, so I already got one, and you might not have one.
I might have one on the next episode.
Okay, so
hold on before you do that. Wanted to add this 11th, man.
Yeah, man.
I mean, I know that's not a lot. You know what I'm saying, but
it is when you ain't when you could have 0.
Better than nothing. You know what I'm saying? But man,
yeah,
we came a long way.
Yeah,
we came a long way.
We're getting segments in and out.
Yeah. We just gotta, I don't know. We don't really have to do too much. You know what I'm saying?
You know what?
What you about to say?
We need to give ourselves a round of applause.
Okay.
So,
for the Keep It a Buck podcast, you know what I'm saying?
Not a really loud one. Just because we set our minds
we don't need it that loud, you know what I'm saying?
We set our minds to do something. We did it. We're doing it. We're learning how to get more consistent, getting everything ready.
Yeah.
So I'm proud of this. We're at 11 when we could have been not doing it. So.
Right.
But
on that note,
my playlist pick this week is
go ahead.
It's a song called Black Valentine by Jarrell Perry.
All right.
And it's a song that I'm pretty sure a lot of folks don't know anything about it at all.
Okay.
But I think I've played it for you and a few other people, but just want to play that. But before I play it, I want to make sure that everybody knows
to
always keep it a buck.
I'm waiting for you here in the crossfire. Give me a sign. I've been staring at you here in the moonlight too many times. Show me something I can work with, and I'll work with it all night. Give me something I can work with, and I'll give you my life. Just say that you'll be mine before we die. I'm waiting for you here in the crossfire. many times. Show me something I can work with, and I'll work with it all night. Give me something I can work with, and I'll give you my life. Just say that you'll be mine before we die. I don't wanna die without you, baby, yeah. And I don't wanna live without knowing, yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't wanna die without you, babe. Just say